Hey guys, it's Good Shot from Good Shot Gaming. How's everybody doing today? Now, seriously, pause the video, go down, leave a comment, let me know how you're doing. Good, the bad, the ugly. I don't care, let me have it. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification so you can find out when my next video is going to come out. So, if you read the title of this video, then you know what it's about. We're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and we're talking about microtransactions. Now, I did a review of the campaign last Friday. Very brief. I hadn't even finished the campaign yet. I still haven't. I kind of burn out on it just a little bit. It's not long, but some of the later missions, they get a little boring. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. In that video, I made the comment along the lines of, oh, there's no microtransactions. There's no loot boxes. You know, and for the moment, that is true. But I think it's very important to point out that that probably won't always be true. And the reason I say that, Call of Duty, or Activision rather, they put out a blog post shortly before the release of the game saying, oh, the game's not going to have loot boxes, the game's not going to have these microtransactions, there'll be a battle pass system. And basically everything that you want to get through the battle pass that is game altering, so weapons attachments you'll be able to unlock through playing the game. At face value, I really want to take that for what it means. For what they're saying, it makes it sound like there's never going to be loot boxes, there's never going to be any kind of strenuous microtransactions. They did say that all the season map content, I believe they said that that's going to be all free post-release, which that part is awesome. What I take issue with is the way they word everything. They're not saying that it's never going to happen, and I cannot personally imagine Activision wanting to pull the microtransaction teat out of their mouth because it is so lucrative as a business model. And on one side of this, I understand. Okay, video games in the AAA space, video games have not increased realistically in base price. You know, they've been pretty much $60 since I can remember. And of course now you get your deluxe and your ultra deluxe and your premium editions, whatever, but the base game typically is $60. So I understand why developers want to, take that extra bit of money that they can. My issues come in when they do it in such a way that is toxic to the game and toxic to the community. So having those day one DLCs, which Modern Warfare has not had, I'll give them that. And just going from there, when you start having weapon unlocks behind paywalls, when you have all of these, when you can buy everything, like with the new Ghost Recon Breakpoint, where you can literally buy to skip the game, it all seems counterintuitive to me. And when you look at indie developers, and they can turn out what seems like a fully fleshed released game for $20, $30, or $40, it makes that $60 look less appealing. Now, granted, indie game developers, they have less overhead. They typically don't have 8 studios that they're running, or however many Activision has these days. But at the same time, gamers, we don't care about that. We don't care that, an indie developer can do this for $30 or $40, but it takes a AAA studio, $300 million to put out a game. And therefore they're charging more money. Like, all we care about is the end product. We care about what we get our hands on and how it plays. Modern Warfare plays great. I have absolutely loved pretty much everything I've played with it. The multiplayer, Spec Ops, maybe not as much, but the campaign, I can easily say that it's worth the money that they're charging. If they went another route, so I really enjoy playing Rainbow Six Siege. I have for many years. Last season I didn't really play much, but I have enjoyed Siege for a lot longer than I considered was going to happen when it came out. And they have microtransactions. They have microtransactions for skins, and they have a season pass every year. And with the skins, I don't mind that at all. I think that if Modern Warfare went the skins route and just started charging money for skins, I think that's an acceptable microtransaction. I don't like microtransactions at all, but if they're going to do it, skins, okay, yeah. You want to buy your skins? It's fine. I don't care. It doesn't affect the way that I play the game. And then with Siege's season pass, they go, oh, okay, well, everybody who buys a season pass gets the new operators. 7 days early, I believe. And then when that season drops, everybody gets the map. Now, if Call of Duty went that route, and they don't have operators really with specific classes and weapons and stuff, but if they said, well, we're going to release this new, I don't know, M4. There's an M4 in the game, but we're going to release a new M4. Or new, whatever, any kind of new weapon or attachment. If they said, well, we'll do it a week early for everybody who buys their season pass, and then everybody who doesn't buy their season pass, they get it a week later. I would honestly be okay with that too. I mean, for those 7 days, it's going to suck for everybody who's not using a new weapon, but at the end of the day, it's 7 days. Who cares? Not as big a deal. And on the flip side of that, if they still wanted to make it cost in-game currency to purchase after those 7 days, as long as it's in a reasonable amount that you could not have to grind your life away in order to purchase, I'd be okay with that too. It's really funny. I was playing on Sunday, 3 days after release, and I was already going up against players who were like level 70. What do you have to do with your time? I wish I could do that. I really do. I'm like level, 10. I don't have a lot of time to sit and play. I got a day job that takes up a considerable amount of my time. But yeah, there's people who will sit and grind those hours that are required to get that kind of money, but in-game currency or whatever they're going to do with it. But I think that COD still has to be accessible to the casual player, which COD's a tough one. I have not played COD for years. I played Modern Warfare, I played World War II, World at War. I played the first Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, 3, the first Black Ops, and I played through the second Black Ops only because I was on deployment and didn't have anything better to do at the time when I was in the Navy. But other than that, I haven't enjoyed a COD in a really long time, and so coming back into COD, I'm I have a new issue, and the new issue is that I, as a player, am just not up to par with everyone else. But that's, a totally another topic. I'll probably cover that in a multiplayer review as well. But back to the topic at hand, microtransactions can be the death of this game. Very quickly after release, and we've seen it in the past. Activision, after Black Ops 4 I believe, they released a microtransaction system and a loot box system a month after the release of Black Ops 4. So you got the game into the initial reviewers' hands, the initial players are out there and they're saying, hey, there's no microtransactions, what a wonderful thing, and then a month later there is. So I think Activision needs to walk a very fine line when it comes to microtransactions. I honestly cannot believe that they're not going to do one at all. I can't believe that they're going to survive just off a battle pass. I'm skeptical. And I would be very surprised if by Christmas time we didn't see some kind of loot box system integrated within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, whether it's a transparent kind of loot box where you can see what's in the loot box before you open it, or if it's a non-transparent kind, that's what I'll be surprised by. Because if it's transparent and they're not going to call it a loot box, if they call it something else, it's not a loot box, then okay, it's still a loot box, but you can just see through it. It's still a loot box. The mechanic is still basically the same. It takes a little bit of the gambling aspect out of it, which is probably why they'll go that route, I believe, just to skirt, new laws and regulations that are coming up in the EU and possibly even here in the United States with loot boxes and gambling for children. But, and pay-to-win mechanics are not acceptable in any form. if they start going the route of, oh, you know, Battle Pass subscribers or whatever subscribers, they get special weapons and attachments and whatever for their guns. That's going to be a huge issue that is just completely unacceptable. You know, it's just not fair to the rest of the community. And sometimes that's just, you know, that'll make or break the game. Pay to win is just not okay. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But I like I said, I'm highly skeptical of Activision, as we all should. Pretty much all AAA developers, you have to be skeptical of all of them. EA, Ubisoft, Activision. What's the Fallout guys? Bethesda. Like, all of them are nickel and diming us for every penny that we can, and you know, it's one thing if you really just want to blow your life savings on skins and whatnot, but it's a whole nother thing for the rest of the player base who doesn't want to spend every penny they get on a video game. So I'm really hoping we're not going to see microtransactions, but like I said, I really believe that we are going to see them, and it's going to be just as bad as everyone fears, you know. So thank you guys for sitting here and you know, listening to me talk about this. It's a concern that I had, and particularly something because I had claimed that there were no microtransactions. That's only true for now. Let me know what you guys think about microtransactions and everything else that we've talked about today. Loot boxes, all of it. Let me know how you think that's going to relate to Modern Warfare. Tell me down in the comments. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you.